If you're like me and completely fell in love with Landman during its first season, then you'll understand why I'm already counting the days until Season 2 drops. The good news is, we already have an official release date, a brand new cast update, and of course spoilers regarding the plot. So let's talk about it. First, great news. The second season of Landman is officially coming to Paramount Plus in November 2025. I don't know about you guys, but that's way earlier than I expected, especially since Season 1 only finished airing in January 2025. At one point, I really thought we'd be stuck waiting until 2026, but hearing this update was honestly the best surprise. It feels like they're keeping the same kind of timeline as last year, which gives me something solid to look forward to as the year wraps up. I love when a show doesn't leave me hanging for too long. This update came straight from the top. Chris McCarthy, one of the co-CEOs at Paramount Global, shared the news during a Q1 2025 earnings call. Along with Landman, he also mentioned that Tulsa King will return in September, and Mayor of Kingstown is set for October. So if you're like me and totally deep into the Taylor Sheridan universe, then yeah, it's gonna be a jam-packed and pretty thrilling fall. Knowing that these shows are returning close together honestly just makes me want to rewatch them all. What really got me hyped was finding out that production for Season 2 already kicked off back in April. Kayla Wallace even shared a behind-the-scenes moment, just expressing how happy she was to be back with everyone. She also opened up in an interview about how much thought she's put into her character Rebecca's backstory, which only shows the effort behind making this show. She mentioned that she'd been having deep conversations with Taylor about who her character really is, why she reacts the way she does, and how nothing in the script is random. Clearly, unlike many other shows of Taylor, everything has a purpose in Landman, and I love that for it. If you haven't watched it yet, which is very doubtful considering you are watching this video, the story centers around Tommy Norris, a petroleum landman and operations VP at an oil company, played by Billy Bob Thornton. But that's just the beginning. Throughout Season 1, there's this thrilling mix of stories where some people are chasing wealth and others are just trying to survive. I don't know about you guys, but to me, the setting itself feels like a character. You can almost smell the oil and dust. The show also dives into huge real-world issues like climate change, economics, and even geopolitics. And it does it in a way that doesn't hit you over the head, but still makes you think. And wow, the cast. It's packed with people who bring so much depth to their roles. Demi Moore, Ali Larter, Jacob Laughlin, Michelle Randolph, Paulina Chavez, Kayla Wallace, Mate Colley, and James Jordan. And as if we didn't have an amazing cast already, we just got the confirmation that Sam Elliott joining the cast in Season 2 is such a big deal for me. They haven't spilled the beans yet about who he's playing, but honestly, I don't even need to know. Just having him in the mix is enough. You might remember that he and Billy were both in Tombstone years ago, though they didn't share much screen time. And both were part of the 1883 world too. So to me, this reunion feels kind of epic. But let me know what you think of Sam's involvement. I know for younger generations, the name Sam Elliott does not mean a lot. But as someone who watched his shows and movies when growing up, I have to say that Sam is one of the few actors who has that magnetic presence where he doesn't even need to speak, and you still feel every bit of what his character is going through. His work in shows like The Ranch and Grace and Frankie, and especially in A Star Is Born, are some of my absolute favorites. So I'm really hoping his character in Landman brings that same emotional weight and complexity. Let's get into what Season 2 will actually be about. While plot specifics are being guarded like oil company secrets, there's still a lot to unpack based on casting changes, character developments, and what the actors have shared. First up, we know that Billy's Tommy Norris is stepping into a major leadership role at MTEX, following the death of John Hamm's character, Monty Miller. That alone is going to shake things up for sure. Tommy now carries the full weight of responsibility, not just for the company, but also for navigating the complex relationships that come with power in the oil world. Billy himself confirmed the shift in a recent interview, as he said, "Last year we had every episode when we started. We do not this year. We've only seen about half of it. I can tell you this much, I'm loving this season. The relationships are really growing and gelling, not only as actors, but with the characters. So expect to see a whole different side of Billy very soon." For more weekly updates on Landman and other Taylor Sheridan shows, make sure to like and follow. Meanwhile, the video on the screen might also interest you.